Welcome back, everyone. We hope that you enjoyed reading the article today, which is Nowhere Nation. So, Nowhere Nation, you just read about a country that actually doesn't exist.
What?
So strange, right? It seems like the Paraguayan government managed to have quite an embarrassing incident recently by signing a memorandum of cooperation with a country that actually doesn't exist. So, this place, it is a sovereign nation according to them, but
sovereign nation.
Yeah, right. But actually it doesn't exist. If you look for this place on a map, unfortunately you will never find it. You might find some city or town names like that in India, Nepal, that region of the world, but on the map doesn't exist. So I think the Paraguayan government had a really embarrassing situation on their hands. But we also discovered that this wasn't the first time it had happened either. So the House of Lords, which is a part of the UK government, they also managed to fall for this trick by even inviting them to the Diwali celebrations in the House of Lords as representatives for the Hindu religion and the Hindu community in the UK. But those people didn't exist.
Ouch.
Yes, their official titles were non-existent. So I think they're quite clever to have managed to have done all of this.
I think so too. They duped.
Yeah, they duped a lot of
members.
people.
Yeah.
They must have a really good PR team, I think. They would have gotten the word out that they're so famous when they actually don't exist at all. So interesting. I wonder how this could have happened.
How did they get past so many representatives?
Yeah, right.
That should be at the top of their game, that should be doing their research on, who's a real country and who's not, right?
So in the article, it said that one of the Paraguayan government officials actually managed to lose his job, and he was from the Department of Agriculture, so maybe he wasn't that well aware of foreign affairs and didn't realize that that country wasn't real.
Maybe Kailasa didn't have any agriculture, so...
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe they don't produce anything, so they had no reason to have a relationship like that. Oh, very interesting. Right. I'm so curious. Maybe if we start our own country, we could try that.
The Pagoda Nation.
Oh, Pagoda Nation.
We can start that.
Oh, so on that subject... How about if you had the opportunity to buy your own island, would you do it, do you think?
My own island, I'm guessing I have the sufficient funds to, have this island.
Yeah, money is no object, go for it.
Well, I think I would want to have my own island. I think it's nice to own land, especially... living here in Korea where you don't, it's really difficult to own land. So if I could own my own island, why not? Why not?
See, my answer is slightly different. I thought to myself, the first thing that I think of when I think of a desert island is bugs.
Oh.
And I thought, if I own my own island, those bugs are my bugs. And I don't think I could live with them.
Would you be a good leader to your bugs?
I've never thought about that. It could be like the bug's life, couldn't it?
Right.
But I think maybe if I had the opportunity, I would buy a nice cold island, maybe in a colder place. Keep the bugs at bay.
That's smart.
So how about you? Where do you think the best place for a desert island would be?
I would really like to have a private island. Yeah, I heard like in the Middle East that they're making those man-made islands.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's actually a chance to own your private island. So I might give that a try because it's already established.
Oh, we might have to start saving, I think.
Right.
So how about the next one? So do you have any people in America that are quite famous for claiming that they have ridiculous magical powers?
There are, as I've seen on YouTube, a lot of cult leaders that they lead people by making these false promises that they can heal them. And I don't know, maybe you've seen them where maybe this cult leader just is speaking gibberish and touches their hand to a young boy that couldn't walk, and suddenly he can walk.
Yes, right. Performing
allegedly
miracles.
They have these powers, but it's not based in truth. So there's a lot of wackos out there.
Yeah, right. I think in England we have a different culture than that. We don't really have any religious experiences like that. But when I first take a look at this question, I thought about our magicians. England is very famous for two magicians and illusionists.
Really?
Yes, so we have Darren Brown
Okay.
and Dynamo. So if you have the chance, you can check them out on YouTube.
Yeah.
But in my mind, they are the people with the magic powers. They can always do illusions and magic tricks that I have never been able to figure out how they did it. They're really entertaining.
Would they make their own island? Would they make the illusion of an island?
Honestly, I trust them, and maybe they can raise land from the sea. They can do anything, in my opinion.
Right.
So I hope that you guys enjoyed our discussion today and reading this article about a nowhere nation. So come back again next time. Bye.
Memorandum.
Memorandum.
Succinctly.
Succinctly.
Self-styled.
Self-styled.
Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Dupe.
Dupe.